Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. Man, oh man, oh man, we've got some exciting stuff to talk about. I mean, this is pretty awesome. We've just had pretty much a stealth launch or sudden launch here with Titan Farms. So we're going to get into that. It's huge for the TitanX ecosystem on Ethereum. So it's going to be the main focus on our show today. We won't be covering Pulsechain like we normally do today. We'll be covering that again tomorrow. But man, look at this TitanX ecosystem. We're going to be covering it in full. So I hope you guys enjoy TitanX, DragonX, Hydra, Hyper Vault, of course, Ethereum, TINC token, the new incentive token, the hyper deflationary it will likely be. It is exciting time, so we're going to have a lot of fun with that. Get into the chat there. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share the bell. Over 10,500 subscribers, over 3 channels. So big shout out to everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Big shout out to Sandy Beach in the house there. Hello, Hex Token, everybody. Hey, Sandy, hope you're doing well. And yeah, that is the health and fitness update there. So definitely get into that and get fit. Enjoy your crypto. We've got Joey Torres in the house as well. Hi, all. Good to see you, Joey. Hope you're doing well. What a fun day this is. It's going to be pretty exciting, and we're going to get into all the details. Big shout out to Wookie in the chat as well. Wookie is trolling Sandy there, so you might want to cool the jets, as they say. All right, let's get into it, folks. Without further ado, let's have a look at the big news that's out. And so, bam, let's go. So Eric, of course, is the founder of DragonX, also the founder of Titan Farms. Got an amazing dev team. There was some pretty cool economics. Yeah, even Sandy's in there going with the smiley face. Nice one, Sandy. We got Jimmy in the house as well. Hello, my friend. Good to see you, Jimmy. Hope you're doing well. Loving that beard there. Loving that beard. All right, so let's get into it. Titan Farms has launched. Take your time. Official website is titanfarms.win. And, of course, go to other websites. Scammers are watching. They are indeed. They're out there, folks. And we've seen some more evidence of that already. I won't DM you. Reference only this tweet at Titan Farms docs. And, of course, this is at docs.titanfarms.win. So that's up at the moment. So I'm going to post this in the chat there. You guys check it out. You have got time to get in there. Plenty of time. So no need to rush. But, you're going to get the TINC token soon. So Titan Farms. There we go. So that is the link. I'll post that in the chat. So that is where we're talking about there. So if you're on Pulsechain X, you can see it there. If you're on Superman Crypto, you can see it there as well. And of course, if you're on Hex Token channel, you can see it there also. So big shout out. So that is the big news. And of course, Eric there has been unwell, but managed to get this out. Very cool. And of course, there's been a number of YouTube interviews with Jake Sharp, the founder of TitanX. Pretty awesome. Now, so that was some of the stuff that he streamed 4 hours ago. So 4 hours ago was the launch. And of course, yeah, pretty exciting. Jake, pretty excited. But expect wild swings in the APY for a while. So that is true. So that is kind of the play there. Let's jump over to Titan Farms itself. This is the interface. Looks pretty damn good. Let's do a refresh. I think it auto refreshes, but we're going to do that anyway because we're going to pull out the important notice. So the important notice here is very important. Let's zoom in on that. The first TINC token will be issued at October 9th, 2024 at 0 UTC time. It's got the timestamp there in Unix as well. Until then, you can start preparing by providing liquidity in the farm. So people are doing that in the droves. We'll talk about that in a second. And the timing of that is ticking down. So let's have a look at the time. There we go, folks. So we've got less than an hour to go before TINC token. The incentive token is going to be hyper deflationary, potentially with the volumes of the farm paying for the buy and burn. And so really awesome there. So that's ticking away. They've still got time to get in there on that one. Now, Gwei has been on Ethereum. It's been up and down. So it's been up at like 60, down at 20. So the cheaper you can get on the Gwei, the cheaper entry you can do on the farm. So it's always good to be cost efficient, especially depending on how much you're putting in the farm. So that's going to play there. So that is kind of bullish there on that. The initial TINC supply will start at 0. So it's starting from 0, folks. I love that. Isn't that awesome? With no liquidity available at the beginning. Now, this is not like the incentive token for PulseX. This is going to be hyper deflationary, and you're going to see also they're going to have a TINC incentive farm as well. So it's going to be pretty awesome. A preferred TitanX TINC pool will be available. And of course, they use the TitanX TINC farm to provide liquidity and earn TINC rewards. Compound your rewards once the first TINC tokens are distributed. So you can compound them as well once they start getting distributed. The other thing is that this is going to, like I say, all the volume that's going through here for the whole TitanX ecosystem and beyond, non-TitanX in the future as well, is going to end up, if they're what they call import tokens, they're going to end up burning off of this TINC token. So it's going to be hyperdeflationary, not like ink, where it grows and grows and grows. You're kind of going to grow with it. This is going to be absolutely huge. So very, very big deal. Now, already within a short space of time, a few hours, we've got $3.8 million in there. This is just the beginning, folks. It really is just the beginning. 27.43% of the total supported peers that are in the farm are currently inside of the currently controlled, by Titan farms already. Just within a few hours, it's already controlling over 0.25% of all the liquidity there for these particular peers. And this is just only a few hours. So you can imagine what it's going to be like soon. So let's have a quick look at all the farms. So this is all the farms at the moment. You got DragonX Hydra, and the APR at the moment for that is 136. Now these APRs are going to move around a lot, and of course, once the TINC token comes out, that's likely to be probably bought up because it's got this big hyper buy and burn, and so that's going to be pretty bullish and going to keep the APRs pretty attractive. We got TitanX farm, DragonX TitanX. We've got TINC token and TitanX as to PA. So waiting for TINC to come out there. So that's coming up. So people, once they get TINC, they'll be able to go in with TitanX into this pool, and this pool will start soon. So that's coming up within less than an hour. As we say, we're ticking away, less than 54 minutes. So that is coming up. And then we have Vault TitanX. Now Vault's been added early as opposed to the non-input tokens because it's kind of a general token because of the volumes are so big on Vault, right? So it's obviously trending number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever on Ethereum. And the volumes through it are really huge. So that's been added in nice and early. And that's one way of thinking about the accepted peers that are going in here from other projects, maybe like Helios or something, is relative to the volume that's going in as they get added. So obviously bigger volume is going to get added first. Wrapped ETH versus TitanX, of course, the main TitanX appear. Now, obviously, TitanX is the medium of exchange, and it's about to go through hyperdeflationary. It already is been deflating dramatically every single day for the last 8 days. So that's huge. And of course, Hyper TitanX as well. So Hyper, of course, is a leverage play on TitanX, and that is looking pretty good. So you can see the different yields at the moment. Hydra DragonX has got the highest yield. Obviously, there's not that much Hydra around, even relative to the mints every day. And then you've got Wrapped ETH TitanX at 123% there as well. Now, if you go to the details of each pool, you can actually see what the actual allocation is for the TINC token. TINC token, and that is this farm will receive 0.17 TINC per second, right? So that is the play. Now I think it's a total of 1 TINC per second there, and so it's getting an allocation of 0.17 or 16.67%. You can see that the farm next to it, the DragonX TitanX farm, is getting 0.12 TINC per second. So 11.9% is the weighting there. So you can see the weighting there represents the farm's allocation of rewards relative to other farms, higher weight, larger share of the total rewards. So you can see that too. And of course, then you've got scroll down to the Vault TitanX, that's getting 0.17 or 16.67%. Then of course the main TitanX obviously with Wrapped ETH, that is getting 0.19%, so 19% of the 1 TINC per second. And then we've obviously got Hyper TitanX getting 0.17%, 16.67% as well. So those are the pools. Obviously, different amount of liquidity has gone into each of these pools. So APR is a bit different. You can see at the moment we've got $371,000 in the DragonX Hydra, and so the APR is really high versus almost $1 million in the DragonX Titan, and of course the APR is coming down to 36%. Looking at the Wrapped ETH TitanX, we can see there's 470,000 in there, so about half of what's in this DragonX Titan pool. APR is still very attractive, 123% there. And remember, it does have a higher TINC per second, so it's got 19% as opposed to 11.9% in the DragonX Titan pool. And then finally, you got Vault there. It's got $1.2 million in there already, and the APR has gone down to 42% there at the moment. So it's kind of, we are obviously Hyper TitanX looking pretty good, 64%. It's got just over almost $800,000 in there as well. So that's kind of the play. And we're going to be interesting to see when the TINC token comes out for that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Who else has jumped in? We've got a few other people. We've got Jimmy Villa in the house. Hello, my friend. Good to see you, Jimmy. I think I said hello to Jimmy before. So what else we got? October the 9th is Richard Hart's birthday too. Wow, that's tomorrow. So that's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure we'll get a lot of correspondence online, but that's a big happy birthday coming up for Richard Hart, the founder of Hex and Pulsechain. And let's get into it. So what else we got to say about this? So those are kind of the overview of what's going on. This is on the farms. Now, obviously, you can just connect your wallet up. That's how easy to do. And of course, then if you've got the actual tokens, if you've got DragonX Hydra, it's going to be pretty important. Now, that's kind of an overview of the returns, what's going on with the TINC token. But there is a deep dive in the TINC token, so we'll talk about that. There's also the fact that this is really new technology in the sense that these are NFTs. So you're not actually having to do like you do traditionally with LPs or providing liquidity. You can end up just you go get a share of the NFT. That's pretty much it. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to go into a pool, you connect your wallet up, and you'll be able to enter that. So that's all you'll have to do for that. I don't have a connected wallet to this one, but you just connect your wallet up. And what it will do is it will ask you to add in the token amounts. Now you can click the percentage button on it, and it will give you a percentage that you can choose from, 25, 50, 75, 100% of what's in your wallet once you've connected. And then you can just put the amount in. It will put the equal amount on the other side of the pair, and or you can have different amounts. And then of course, it will then ask you to do two things. It will make you approve the two tokens that you're putting in. So there'll be a small gas fee in there. So obviously, the cheaper the GUI is, the cheaper that fee will be. Particularly if you can get under 25 GUI is probably good when it's a high volatile period. Then that would be not too bad. Maybe a couple of dollars, $2.50 under 25 GUI, and obviously cheaper is the lower the GUI. And so you get two approvals. You have to approve the two tokens, and then the third transaction will actually be taking the tokens out, putting in the NFT, and of course you get a share of the NFT pool, right? So that's pretty much it. And so that's how they will look once you've connected. Of course, that will have done the three transactions. Your liquidity will go into the NFT. You'll have a share of the NFT, and your position will show up here. Right. So if you went to DragonX Hydra, your position would show up here. If you went into obviously DragonX TitanX, your position would show up here. And they've got good explanations there, right? Shows the amount of tokens you've added to the farm. And Uniswap V3 token ratios are based on the current price. You earn fees proportional to your share within the active price range. So that's kind of where we are there. So kind of cool. And so on. So yeah, liquidity managed by the farm shows liquidity managed by the farm versus the total pool. Higher percentage equals larger control of the pool, right? So you can actually see that they control 33% of the DragonX TitanX pool. There's how much stuff's gone in here from people that's controlled by the TitanX farms, but they control 61% of the DragonX Hydra one, which is pretty impressive as well. So very, very cool. You can see their totals there. And of course, they've got the corresponding ones there for vaults. So they're only 23% of the vault at the moment, and they're only 16% of the Wrap Deep TitanX one, which is probably not surprising. So obviously, as more funds come in to the pool here, we just hit 4.1 million. We're now at 29%. The more that the Titan funds will control, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Why are people going in here? Well, primarily for the TINC token, which is going to be hyperinflationary, but also they're going to earn, depending on whether what they call an input token, like DragonX, or they're just a general token that goes in the farm. They'll be earning, a share of the fees. Particularly if you're in a general protocol, general peer, then you'll be earning the fee. But if that peer is matched to an input token like a DragonX or Hydra or something, then that will be going to the burning of TINC. So it's kind of the idea there. They've got a few clever mechanisms they can, doing targeting that buy and burn as well. The other thing is, of course, they can do swap routings. In other words, they can go through multiple peers to end up burning one of the peers, and so that helps push the price up of the whole ecosystem. So that's going to be another major bullish dial, as it were, that they can dial up in the ecosystem to help accelerate the value in the ecosystem and get rid of tokens as well. So that's kind of the play there. Once you've obviously got your portfolio in there, in other words, you've gone into one of these LPs, that makes it very easy. You don't have to be clever now with going into farms, because it's an NFT. You just get to share the NFT. You don't have to worry about anything else. And it's so easy for anybody can do it. Liquidity providing now through these NFTs. It really is a game changer. Really, as far as I know, the first time we've seen this in crypto. So it's pretty awesome. Now, the other thing is, of course, once you've set up, you can then you'll be able to basically harvest. There's going to be 3 buttons that allows you to manage. There'll be a portfolio button on the LP pair. So this connect button will become this connect wallet button will become a manage your portfolio. And basically, you'll be able to either harvest the TINC token, or you'll be able to withdraw your LP, exit the pool, or you'll be able to top it up, add more to it, and earn even more TINC token. That's basically what you can do once it's set up there. So pretty awesome. Obviously, we don't have TINC out yet. TINC's going to be out in 45 minutes. So people are going to start earning soon. So this everyone that's in the farm will start earning. We can see the current supply of TINC is 0, and of course current TINC price there isn't one, but there's going to be one very soon. Look forward to seeing that trading soon, within probably the next hour or so. Total TINC burned is 0. So that is how much has been burnt. Everyone's going to be watching that number, right? Because it's going to be hyperdeflationary. Pretty cool. Now, there's obviously that's on the farm page. I think I've read through a lot of this stuff. There is some cool stuff in here in terms of information. You can read the little eyes there. DragonX sent to the buy and burn contract. Hydra sent to the buy and burn contract. TINC distributed as farm rewards. So it tells you exactly where all the funds are going. Pretty cool. It's obviously got your position. We talked about that. And got the farm position, shows the amount of tokens Titan Farm managers. We talked about that. And it gives you the weighting of the TINC rewards that you're getting relative to other farms. So all the information is on there. Now at the bottom of the page, they've got the TINC contract, the farm contract, and the buy and burn contract. So you can see those on the blockchain. They've got the 2 audits there, CD security and Pashoff security. And then they've also got the white paper, which we're going to look at in a minute. And of course, they've got the social at the bottom. So that's everything on the farms page. Pretty cool. And the burn there, you can see the burn page. This is looking pretty good. Obviously, this hasn't started yet because we're waiting for TINC token to launch, which is going to be rewarded within 45 minutes. So that's coming up maybe during the live stream. It probably is. So that's kind of cool. And so on the farm here, we have all the details. What else are we going to say about this? So this is where the burns are, right? So there are 2 types of tokens in here: input tokens and general tokens, pretty much, or non-input tokens. And of course, DragonX, Hydra, and Hyper are all input tokens. So is TitanX, right? So that is the one down here. So there are different burn buttons that can be called. DragonX. So there are currently 12 million DragonX in the current Dragon balance. Now these obviously come from all the LP. So when you put an LP in there, everybody LPs grouped together, and of course it's earning fees, and of course the input token fees are going into these burns, right? So we've got 12.3 million DragonX in there at the moment. There's also a fee there for a public call button, so people can call that, and that is paused at the moment, so it's not active. And of course we've also got the buy Hydra there. That is also in there at the moment. We've got 2.8 million Hydra there at the moment, and a buy Hyper burn there, 22.6 million Hyper as well. And then of course down here we've also got buy and burn TINC with TitanX. That's currently 500 million TitanX in there, $484. That is paused at the moment as well, obviously because there's no TINC around. There's no TINC. Waiting for that TINC token. And then there's going to be a burn TINC token as well, right? Current balance of TINC available for buy and burn. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And yeah, looking pretty good. I think this equals 20% of the value that goes into here from the fees. And yeah, and that's going to have a market cap as well. So we're looking for that. And then finally, we're going to have this buy and burn TINC with wrapped ETH as well. Currently, there's a little bit of wrapped ETH in there at the moment. And so this is all about to get pretty serious as the farm earns more and more fees. So, and once we get TINC token out, which is going to be launched, like I say, in 40 minutes, the things are going to get really fired up. All right, so that is kind of the overview of what's happening there. We've got Tintop in the house here. What's up? Hexkins, hey, good to see you, Tintop. And of course, here we are. We've got Titan Farms, the documents. We can see that the summary, I've gone through the user interface, which I think looks really nice. I think we can all agree that looks pretty good. It's very easy to use. Once again, you no longer have to be know how to provide liquidity. You can just go into an NFT here and provide liquidity this way and earn a hyper-deflationary incentive token. This is a game changer. It's going to be massive for the TitanX ecosystem. Like I say, even within a couple of hours, we're already up to $4.2 million. It's now controlling almost 30% of the liquidity on Uniswap based on Titan Farms, which is generally in V3 pools, right? Not V2, V3 pools here. So pretty awesome. So that's kind of the play there. What else are we going to say about this? Yeah, so here's the overview of the docs. TitanX Farms, a decentralized yield farm for TitanX token ecosystems. TitanX Farms is a DeFi protocol farming system built on top of Uniswap V3. Titan Farms allows users to provide full range liquidity to Uniswap V3 pools and then rewards in form of TINC, the incentive token there, and of course collect fees. The protocol implements a unique buy and burn mechanism to support the token economics of the TINC tokens. This is really awesome. Key features: Uniswap V3 capability, manage liquidity provisions in Uniswap V3 pools, flexible reward system, distributes TINC tokens as rewards based on users' liquidity provision. Fee collection collects and distributes fees from Uniswap V3 pools to LP providers. Buy and burn mechanism automatically sends collected fees to a buy and burn contract to support TINC token economics. Protocol fee allows for a collection of protocol fees on each farm. Time weighted average uses TWAP or time weighted average for price calculations, prevent manipulation. Slippage protection implements slippage protection for all liquidity providers. So how does it work? There's an overview of the TitanX functionality. Users can deposit a selection of TitanX X systems into the Titan LP management contracts based on enabled pools. And of course, at the moment, we can see these pools here that are available. Now, this is going to grow, right? There's going to be more and more pools appears here. But these are the opening 6 that we've got here at the moment. And obviously, we're waiting for TINC TitanX farm to open up as well. People earn TINC token, and they're going to be able to put it in, match it with TitanX and put that in the farms as well. So it's going to be very popular for getting rid of TitanX, which is going to be amazing. Now, TitanX at the moment is going through the early phases of hyperdeflation. It is very exciting to see how fast this is going down. Very, very exciting. So that is kind of the play there. Titan farms utilize a single LP position for gas efficiency. Users submit their tokens to the single LP position and contract manages the position. Users receive rewards based on the user's share of the shared position. TINC tokens are minted and distributed as rewards based on users' liquidity share and time. So now, obviously, the longer time, this is one of the benefits here, as I understand it. The longer time that you're in the LP pool, the more TINC tokens you will earn. So I think that is the case there. Import token fees collected from Uniswap V3 positions are sent to the buy and burn contract. Fees for non-import tokens are distributed to users. So remember that. So if it's a non-import token, then you'll get the fees. But if not, fees will go to Uniswap V3 positions to buy and burn the contract. So, and of course, that's primarily going to be for TINC token, but could be used for any tokens in here. So it's pretty cool. Now, DragonX, obviously Hydra, DragonX, Hydra, and TitanX, and of course Hyper are the ones that are understand the import tokens as per these burn contracts here on the burn page. So we go to burn. That's the ones here. All right, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So users can withdraw their liquidity and claim rewards at any time. So you can go in and out of these pools, obviously subject to paying the fees to get in and that. So it's really, really flexible like that. No lock-in periods or anything. TINC tokens are minted and distributed as rewards based on the user's liquidity share and time. So it's pretty cool. Let me just zoom in on this, make it a bit bigger. For providing liquidity to platform, users are compensated with TitanX incentive token. The TINC is issued to LPs at a fixed rate of 1 TINC per second. And of course, we can see that 1 TINC, as I said earlier, is distributed between these different pools. So this one's got 16%. This one's got 12% for these pools. So you can sort of see where that 1 TINC is being allocated. The TINC is distributed to liquidity providers. The longer you keep providing liquidity, the bigger your share. This is really, really important, right? So not only are you going to earn TINC token, which is going to be hyperdeflationary based on all the volumes going through, but you also, the longer you stay in there, the more that you will get. Isn't that neat? So the more TINC you can make. So I think that's a really big deal there. This is a real game changer, right? Obviously, the simplifying, providing liquidity, but also earning a hyperdeflationary token. The longer you're in there, the more benefits you will get in terms of TINC. The TINC balance that is attributed to the user changes dynamically based on the liquidity the user has in the pool. So obviously, the more you provide, you're going to do better there. The TINC issuance rate cannot be changed. So remember that. There's no admin keys to alter the TINC emissions. So there's going to be 1 TINC per second. Deflationary liquidity, different liquidity provider pools can be gauged by Genesis, allowing for different APY for each pool. This does not change TINC issuance, it merely directs it. So they can change the weightings pretty much, the allocations, so they can change these things, but essentially that 1 TINC is going to be the same, but it's going to be hyperinflationary because it's going to be burned by the volume all the time. So pretty exciting. We may see a lot of speculation on the TINC token when it launches soon. Titan Farm import tokens. So these are very important to understand. Import tokens are tokens whose fees are harvested by the buy and burn TINC and to provide fees for Genesis. Genesis wallet there can enable new import tokens. Any token can be an import token. So there's so much flexibility about the mechanisms here. It can really help, pump certain tokens or burn certain tokens and things like that. That's really kind of cool there. Trading fees generated by import tokens are not distributed to users, but sent to the buy and burn contract to burn TINC. That's the primary function. The following tokens are import tokens on launch: ETH, TitanX, DragonX, Hydra, and Hyper. And you can basically see that on the burn page, right? If you go to the burn page, you can see these things set up there. Protocol fees, and of course, protocol fees are deducted from import tokens before they are sent to the buy and burn contract. Protocol fees are adjustable up to 25% and will be used to support future TitanX development, depending on trading volume in the pair. The protocol fee might be adjusted. So let's note that in the account. TINC buy and burn. A lot of people obviously with TINC. This is probably why a lot of people are going to buy TINC and speculate on it. And so you probably have that in addition to the buy and burn sort of stuff going on. The universe buy and burn allows you to burn all input tokens, burn a percentage of input tokens, and use the remainder to buy and burn TINC. So you can sort of see this targeting, which is really unique in this. 20% direct burn, 80% buy and burn, for example. Use all the input tokens to buy TINC. So there's lots of different options that we'll be able to use. And if you change these dials, you'll be changing how the general TitanX system is with all the projects, or particularly input tokens, or you'll be able to change, the value of the TINC token there. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Cap per swap time interval settings will be adjusted to market conditions and tokenomics. So here we are. There's these dials that can be moved. We already see these in buy and burns and things like that. So it's pretty awesome. It's important to note Genesis can direct input tokens to buy through a specific pair as well. So it can pump that pair. Also do swaps, right? It can swap through multiple pairs to get the result as well. So it's pretty cool. A lot of innovations here. Really is amazing. Users still get trading fees. Trading fees for non-input tokens. So it's not one of these Hydra or something. One of the main ones will be distributed to farmers according to the amount of liquidity they provide. So you can still earn fees there. This further strengthens the value proposition of the platform. And of course, presumably they'll get TINC tokens as well. So. And of course, the smart contracts. These are the smart contracts. An overview of the smart contracts there. There's Farm Keeper. That's one of the contracts there. Main contract managing farms and user interactions. The TINC token is the TINC incentive token contract. The universal buy and burn implements the buy and burn mechanism. The farms library for managing farms data structures, and the input tokens there, library for managing input token data infrastructure. And that is the numbers there. Trading fees, of course, and we covered that one. So that is kind of the docs at the moment. For that, and we're getting closer to the TINC token launching. 30 minutes, just over 30 minutes, and of course it's going to be fun to see that showing up on the farms here. Let's see if we've got any other comments in here. We've got the Refined in the house. Woo! Good to see you, Refined. Yeah, looking pretty bullish, isn't it? Looking pretty bullish indeed. Wow, I think that's it on that one. Let's quickly look at the markets. The markets here for TitanX ecosystem. Obviously, we've got all these different protocols in play. We can see that Volt at the moment, after a very successful first 10 days, is now number one, up 38%. Had over 2 trillion in its final day 10 auction. At the moment, it's on its first day, on day 11 of the perpetual auctions. It holds about, I think, around about 15% of the tokens available for that. Only 20% of those, of course, are going to go into the auction. First day is going to be probably the biggest there with 35 million. And that is the market likes it, so the prices are really up. So let's have a quick look at Volt as the top performer at the moment, and look at that price doing very well at the moment there. I always like to look at in TitanX. Currently at quarter of a penny, just over a quarter of a penny, but almost 27,000 Volt there. What a perfect time for the farms to come out, right? Because now Volt has somewhere to go, right? If you go to the farms, there is a Volt TitanX pair, and it's got a 42% APR there, so perfect timing. And how much of the farm that is at control? Well, it controls 23% of liquidity here in this liquidity pool. At the moment, liquidity 5.2 million. And what does the farm control? Well, it controls 23% of it. Pretty awesome, right? So that's how it works. You can see the total, and you can see how much the farm has got. So it's got 1.2 million, and that's probably going to go up, right? Probably going to go up there. Pretty awesome. And the cool thing about that, it has a lot of volume, right? So a lot of volume, $3 million, a lot of fees, right? So this is very exciting. Of course, you can see Volt is actually trending at number 6 at the moment in the top 30 on Ethereum. So you can see this is going to be amazing for TINC token. Can't wait for it to launch very shortly at 0 UTC time, right? And we are ticking it down. Only 30 minutes to go. Very excited. So kind of cool. That is where we are there on that one. And you can see it's going to be pretty cool. Obviously, some of the other peers trading is Hyper TitanX. So if we look at the farms here. So we got, let's see, we got Hydra there. Hyper TitanX. So this is another peer that we've got. So we've looked at Volt TitanX. We've got Hyper. So let's have a quick look at Hyper here. And we can see that that's doing pretty well. That's the third best performer today as well. And we can see that, wow, look at that. This is the US dollar price. So it's sitting 5 zeros, 2,700. But looking at TitanX, I think we had a pump in a ratio. And, it's quite pretty good global mining ladder as well. So we should see some good price performance here from Hyper, 3.87. Remember, Hyper is a leverage play on TitanX. Use Ethereum to go into Hyper. And, of course, the fixed price of the miner is relatively fixed. It just goes up slightly all the time. And so therefore, this is going to be a great entry into TitanX mining. Yeah, so at the moment, there's 1.5 million liquidity, and there's $260,000 of volume. So it's a much smaller turnover there. Now you can see why Volt's in there. But at the moment, the farm controls 52% of liquidity. So 52% of the liquidity here is now controlled by the Titan farm. Isn't that awesome? So that's pretty cool. What's another one of the farms here? We came up here. We've got DragonX Hydra. Let's quickly look at that. So DragonX Hydra here. And let's see where we got that one. I think pretty sure I got it somewhere. Have I got it? No, maybe I don't have it here. Now here it is here down here. It's up 4.5% today. Ranked at number 11. So let's have a quick look at this. Let's have a look. So US price is 14.29, but let's have a look at the ratio. We got the ratio there 1.05. So the ratio has been going up, right? So people have been pushing up the ratio here after we saw a big whale sell-off. Remember, we're going to have about 24 billion Hydra coming out today, so it's quite a big day. From yesterday, we only had 5 billion. We've got 24 billion, I think, out today, and we saw a big whale sell out early. But then Titan Farms launched, and look, the ratio is going up versus DragonX. So 1.05, they're looking pretty good. Got really low. Got down as low as like 87 or something. So it's really been a good ratio trade as well. If you're swing trading this, it's been pretty good also. So that is kind of it there at the moment. We've got $600,000 liquidity, 350,000 of volume. So it's a pretty good pull for that. And we can see that, the TitanX farm is already controlling 61% of their LP. Isn't that amazing? In fact, if you look at the pulls, you can actually see people entering the farm, right? So you see all these ads. You see all these ads here. And those are people entering the farm there. Isn't that neat? Actually in real time. So they go through the NFT, and the NFT is putting it in the farm here. Pretty neat. So pretty cool. So nice stuff happening there. What else are we going to? DragonX, TitanX. Let's look at that. And DragonX, TitanX, bam. And this is looking pretty good too. See all the ads? That's the Titan Farms contract working. Pretty cool. Normally you just see buys and sells, but occasional ads, but there we're seeing a lot. And we can see that we got 3.9 million liquidity, 1.3 million volume, so pretty big compared to just behind the old Vault. And we can see that at the moment, TitanX there, how much do we control? Titan Farms controls 42%. This is just in a few hours that controls that much of the pool. Pretty exciting. So fun times here. Looking pretty good. What else have we got? Last pool, have we? Let's go to, no, we've covered TINC. I think we've covered them all except for Hyper TitanX. I think is the only one we haven't looked at. So Hyper TitanX, I think I got that somewhere. Did we cover Hyper TitanX? Maybe we did, but let's have a look. So that is it. Yeah, looking pretty good. Hyper TitanX, and yeah, I did cover the ratio on this one. So as you can see, those are all the LPs. Maybe Wrapped ETH TitanX was the one I didn't look at. So let's go look at Wrapped ETH TitanX. TitanX Wrapped ETH here is doing pretty well as well. It's up 8.25%. Let's get rid of our overlays, and we can see, yeah, price is doing pretty well as well. So yeah, so we got 2.9 million liquidity and 1.4 million volume. So another good amount of volume going in. Remember, the more volume, the more that we're going to get in terms of the fees that are going to go in, and of course be able to burn TINC or anything else that the contract wants to do. And we can see at the moment how much do we control? 16% of this pool. So long way to go to dominance, but doing pretty well. Now, obviously, the more that we dominate these large volume pools like TitanX Wrapped ETH, like Vault, the more that's in here, the more fees that are going to come in, and the more that's going to burn TINC token or buy and burn TINC token and these other protocols. So see how that works together. Very important. So the more dominance Titan Farms gets, the more that it will get. Now we can, once again, you're going to have a lot of these ads and things like that in the pools also across all these pools as Titan Farms scales up, gets bigger and bigger. So pretty cool. Once again, we're down to 25 minutes until TINC token launches. Got to be excited about this. This is really a big deal, folks. Really a big deal. Brennan says, don't give away all the alpha super, says Brennan. Hey, no, it's not all the alpha, but we are doing overview on this here. So hopefully that, guys, allows you to have a better understanding what's going on here as well. Now, if you guys do want to get into Strategy Club, links in the video description. You can join up to that today. Only $35 a month, so great value. There's just one of the things we're covering in there. So very nice. All right, looking good. So dominance is coming. I can't wait for TINC token. It is counting down. TINC TitanX farm will be up as running as well, no doubt, pretty quickly. And of course the TINC. So we're going to see first of all, the TINC token supply. And then we're going to see farms, everyone in the farms that's currently in there will be earning some of that. And then, of course, we're going to see the TINC token trading on the deck screener. And then we'll also be able to put TINC token into Titan farms. There's 4 big things happening there. And, of course, 5 actually, including the burn, right? So all the burns will be operating there to burn, I guess, TitanX as well. Sorry, TINC token there as well. So burning TINC token and buying burning TINC token there with TitanX and Wrapped ETH. And of course, burning DragonX, Hydra, and Hyper looks like the other options that are up at the moment. So it's going to be a lot of fun. This is starting to get real. Burning all these tokens, burning TitanX, burning and TINC. It's going to be pretty exciting, isn't it? So yeah, this whole ecosystem is about to get even more dials. So we've got all the buy and burns in the contracts themselves. Now we've got Titan farms going to be doing all this burning and buying and burning. This whole ecosystem is about to explode. We got TitanX going into hyper deflation. It is getting real. It is getting real. So that's some of the things happening there. Let's a quick look at the best performers. Obviously, Volt number 1 there, up 38% at the moment. Helios up 28.5%. So that's a nice little pump. Hyper there up 27%. DragonX up 13%. Inferno, as we said, is up 8.7%. TitanX is up 8.4%. Now, the big thing about TitanX that we had today is that it actually lost a 0, didn't it? It actually lost a 0, and that was pretty awesome. It actually lost a 0 for a little bit. And obviously, when the farms launched, got sold off, people are reorganizing. So you're going to see people change swap tokens over to different pairs. That's going to create a bit of volatility in the chart. So you might see that happen at the moment until that sort of calms down a little bit. Legend X there is up 7.6%. Baby DragonX up 7%. JKX, the meme coin, up 5%. Janus there on Pulsechain up 5%. Hydra DragonX up 4.5%. Inferno there 3.6%. Blaze is down 2.8%. And finally, Pulsar there, the one that's also going to Pulsechain, take TitanX to Pulsechain, is 13.4% at the moment. So that's still ramping up, that protocol, as I understand it. Those are the numbers. And of course, we've had some new projects. This is while we wait for the TINC token. We've had some new projects. So this is TitanX Hub. It's basically the coin market cap of TitanX ecosystem. And you can see it's exploding, right? It's exploding. We've got all these projects live at the moment. Pretty awesome, right? Including Titan Farms. But we've got projects coming up. We've got AwesomeX coming up in 2 days and 2.5 days. So we just had Titan Farm, which is a juggernaut DeFi protocol with all the innovations, NFTs and TINC token, deflationary and all sorts of stuff. Now we've got AwesomeX coming up in 2.5 days, ROI protocol. And of course, that's going to benefit DragonX, if I remember rightly. We're going to have ORX, which is the big lending stablecoin, coming up. That could be a huge. I mean, maybe they'll get 10 trillion TitanX off the market. That's absolutely massive. We've already got big deflation going on at TitanX. That would just absolutely step change that. So that's going to be huge. The token's going to be launching first, the ORX, and then, of course, we're looking for the stablecoin to come shortly after, which you can see down here, OXDC. That'll be a couple of weeks later. And then, of course, Element 280, the big DeFi as well. So 2 big DeFis in addition to Titan Farms. That's coming up in 3 days and 13 hours. So pretty awesome. Now, ORX there, we just got that time frame there. So that's coming down. So 3 big launches this week. It's massive, folks. 4 big launches, including Titan Farms. This TitanX is about to go crazy this month. So pretty exciting. TINC token, of course, is live now. That's live. Obviously, a bit of a stealth launch there. Now, we also have other projects coming up, right? So we've got Matrix on here. So Matrix is coming here. So that's pretty exciting. That's from Mike Dean himself. That's going to be built on top of Hydra, as I understand it. Hyper maybe. Hyper on that one. And then we've got 3 other projects that have been added today. X Wars coming up there, WarpX, and AlienX. And AlienX is going to benefit Inferno, right? So very excited. X Wars, WarpX, and AlienX all been added to the list. It's going to be fun to see that. In fact, X Wars is actually a pretty groovy looking site. I mean, you can see it there. It's got an about page. It's got gameplay. Kind of neat here. So yeah, mint. Number 1, mint. And number 2, select your portfolio. Number 3, progress to win. So a lot of cool stuff happening there. And we might look at that a bit more detail in the future. But, the ecosystem is growing. 14 projects on here. There are a lot more on the development board. But the TitanX is about to do something we have never seen in crypto. And, of course, Titan Farms is playing a huge role in that. It is a mega role, in fact. And we're up to $4.5 million. 31% of supported total assets are now managed by Titan Farms. And, of course, that TINC token is coming imminently. We are only 20 minutes away. Isn't that crazy? Whew, this is exciting, folks. Yeah, there's the Strategy Club. Join up today. That is the link there. Use Wookie's link if you want to do that. And we've got Craig Pitnouse. Morning all. Hey Craig, hope you're doing well. We're ticking away, less than 20 minutes away from that. Let's go check up on Eric and see what he's been doing. See if he's got any more posts leading up to TiNC token. We should get some expected contracts there. Can't see anything from him at the moment, but let's go to Jake Sharp and have a look at whether he's got any posts. He's been doing a lot of the front stuff because of Eric being unwell, but we have seen a little bit of glimpses of Eric earlier today. Market Hexagon influence out there says Vault built on TitanX, 11 days old, started with only 5,000 liquidity, now sits at 5.2 million liquidity. Pretty amazing, that's for sure. It's Vault, the TitanX community don't mess about. Titan Farms, well, it's got 2.7 million there, isn't it? But now that was 3 hours ago, but now we're already up to 4.6 million, so it's added a ton there, another $2 million since then in just 3 hours or less than 3 hours there. Marco says, just like that, TitanX has its very own new farm protocols, real DeFi. So we've got not only ROI protocols, but 3 big DeFis coming. Titan Farms, of course, is major amongst that. TitanX is hyperdeflationary and now it has its own farms. If you're a crypto asset, what does that tell you about what's happened? Absolutely. Jake Sharp there is Titan allows you to earn, Titan Farms allows you to earn yield on hyperdeflationary assets. This is crazy. Can you imagine that? So you got not only you earn yield, but now you're going to earn it on a hyperdeflationary asset. I mean, it's just crazy stuff. This is going to be so awesome amongst the whole ecosystem too. It's not just isolated by itself. Pretty cool. Cryptographics, another influencer says Titan Farms is live. So that's kind of cool. Congrats to everybody, of course, to Eric and Jake Sharp. Please do not rush and be sure what you're doing. Yeah, but it makes it so easy too to get in, doesn't it? So easy to get in. New local high for TitanX is Marco. Yep, that's on the move for sure. So that's pretty exciting. So let's quickly go and have a look. While we're waiting for the countdown, we've got 18 minutes to go for TiNC token to be live. You can get into the farms now, of course. Make sure the Gwei is reasonably good. Like I say, anything under 25 Gwei should be fine. And maybe about $2.50 or less to get into for 25 Gwei or less to get into do the two approvals. It's probably $5 there, and to actually put it in, maybe another $15 to $20 there to put it in there. Just remember that. What else? So that's ticking away there. Let's go have a look at the inflation on TitanX right now. It is pretty important. It is coming down dramatically. I've been highlighting this. Coming down dramatically. We're down to 57 trillion. It's unbelievable. We were sitting last night at about 59 and a half. And of course, that's this morning. And so we've come down about 2.5 trillion just today so far. This thing is getting real, that's for sure. Let's go to June dashboard and quickly check that out. So June dashboard shows you the future inflation. So the current inflation is going down by the trillions today. We're at 57. The TitanX farms with the new inflation is really just about gone. So let's do a screen. Let's scroll this up and let's go to the 90 days. Let's just show you how little inflation's left to come. So today, at the moment, we're just finishing up a day 600, day number 347. We've got 686 billion. So we've lost all the trillion candles. They're gone. The day that's going to start in 17 minutes is going to only be 455 billion. And then the next day is 815. That's the last biggest candle. It's not a trillion, but 815 billion. It's quite a lot still. And then we're down from there. We're pretty much downhill from there. By the time we get through to the 17th of October, we've got the last 600 billion candle. And then by the time we get through to, where is it here? By the time we get past this year on the 18th, we have no more half a billion candles. So half a trillion candles. We have no more of those. And then it just goes down from there. You can see hardly anything coming out during these days. 110. It really does get very, very low indeed. And then by the time we get to the 8th of November, we have our last 400 billion candle. And then it really just drops off. By the time we get to the 15th of November, our last 200 billion candle, and you can see most of them are very, very low, and it just disappears. So hyperinflation is already happening. It really is pretty exciting. We've got 4 projects this week alone, and 3 of them are big DeFis. You can see this place is about to go absolutely crazy. That peaked out. So Liquid actually peaked out at 72 trillion, 73 trillion. It is now down to 57. So you can see what I mean. This is already doing some spectacular things. And by my accounts, there's probably less than 8 trillion or something like that coming out on this forecast here. So things are really going to be incredible for the system. Really can't say that enough. And if you want to find out more details, join our strategy club with only $35 a month. So pretty awesome value there. Join up with that link today to become part of our family there. Helios in the house there. Hey. Good to see Helios there. The log chart of future supply is a beauty, says Helios. Yeah, it looks pretty amazing, that's for sure. I don't think I've got that one up here. I got rid of the June dashboard, but pretty exciting. All right, June. What else have we got? Brennan says Volt is on the move. Says Brennan. Yeah, let's go quickly look at that while we're waiting for the countdown. We are counting down. Only 15 minutes to go until TiNC token, the incentive token for Titan Farms launches. We're sitting at about $4.9 million in there already. Currently controlling over one third of the supply, or about one third exactly, actually, of the supply in these the LP in these in particular pools. And so it looks like we're probably going to hit $5 million before we get the launch of the TiNC token there, and exciting times. Let's quickly look at Volt. Volt is crushing it. It's up 36%, as we say, and looking very nice. Look at that. In fact, we had a big sell there. Did you see that big sell? We had a 49K sell, 1.9 million. I wonder what they did with that. When did they go on a farm? I don't know. So that is doing very well. Let's look at the ratio of the TitanX, because that's what really out there to impress. Like I say, that's done very well since it closed off. When did it close off? It closed off at 3 o'clock. So it had a big green candle that would have lifted the ROI. Understand the ROI is about 10% at the close of day 10. And now we're on and up since then. So it's actually done pretty well. Looks like we've up how much percent? Up currently about 12%, 13%, but world's up about 16%. This thing's likely to just keep going up. It's got a big buy and burn, right? So a big buy and burn in the old Volt. And it's got its first perpetual auction, right? Day 11 onwards, perpetual auctions. So the ROI at the moment, today's perpetual auction is 338%. There's how much up for grabs? 32.5 million Volt is up for grabs. It's probably going to be the biggest number you see. It's probably just going to keep declining. Pretty exciting. We've had 195 billion TitanX going there, so it's still taking a lot of TitanX. And of course, there is 14 hours to go, so should probably expect to see some good stuff happening there. The burn contract for Volt at the moment has got 13.42% of all the public supplies burnt. Remember, there's only 1,055 million tokens, and of course, we already burned 141.6 million of those. So this thing is going deflationary pretty quickly. There is 5.8 billion TitanX in the buy and burn. Today, they're going to burn 776 billion of that. So there's $750,000 of buy pressure coming into this chart. Pretty awesome. Obviously, there are people that got in quite low in the first 4 or 5 days. They had quite a low ratio, like 4,000 or 5,000 TitanX per Volt. So they could sell into this move. It's possible, but if they look at the tokenomics, they may just stay in and enjoy the upside to that. That's kind of the view there. Now, the stats kind of show it all. 13.42% is burned altogether. 86% is liquid. Watch that number. That number is going to change dramatically from now on. And, of course, with the buy and burn, and, of course, also getting in the farms now, right? Volts in the farms. So people are going to be able to farm that and get a nice yield. It's got a use case for people to put their Volt in rather than sell it. And the price is looking pretty attractive. And it's got the buy and burn. So it's got the farms, buy and burns. It's going to have a lot of things. Element 280 is coming. There'll be a buyer of Volt. So you can see a lot of things coming this way. Pretty exciting. And, of course, looks like we're going to have things built on top of Volt, right? So it's going to be cool too. You've got Lotus. Lotus is coming on the 26th. We've got the white paper coming out today for Lotus. So that's going to be, helping support Volt as well. Total supply at the moment, 913 million. Now watch that number. That's going to go down dramatically. So holding Volt's going to be very, very bullish for the price. And the burn there is 141.6. Watch that too. That's going to go up as well. Now the treasury, this is what gets recycled. When the buy and burn, 50% of the buy and burn goes into the Volt. Treasury Volt, there's 136 million at the moment. And every day from day 11 onwards, there's 20% goes in to the auction. At the moment, it's 35 million. And of course, that's going to help bring in more TitanX, and it's just going to be a big Volt wheel there. And we'll see where the price goes and where the buy and burn goes. Liquid supply going to go down dramatically. And of course, you got all these bullish DeFis as well as Lotus and other projects coming on the Volt. It's going to be pretty fun to see that. So pretty neat. All right, looking good. This place is this whole system is about to explode. Even while Ethereum and that are mucking around, this thing is already starting to dominate Ethereum. And don't forget, further down the line, there's going to be X28. That's going to burn all the TitanX. It's going to obviously TitanX going hyperinflationary, and then we're going to have the Shadow project as well. It's going to be the Omni chain. So it's going to dominate Ethereum first, then go multi-chain with Omni-chain. It is a big deal there. And of course, lots of other protocols coming on top of all these cool ones. So it's going to be really fun to see that. All right, so some cool stuff happening from from Jake Sharp. Let's see here. What else we got? I think that's kind of that. Let's jump in here. We've covered that. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. We're waiting. How many minutes? 10 minutes to go until TINC token is coming. Very cool. So this is a very special live stream. Brian's in house there. So folks, good to see you, Brian. Hope you're doing well. Brennan says in MVM 50,000 sell now. Yeah, we just saw that. Hedgehog, good to see you. Well, VOT is hot right now. So much volume. Yeah, I think Volt is hot right now. So much volume, absolutely. And that volume is going through the Titan farm, so it's bullish for TINC. Yeah. Brendan says 75% managing Hydra DragonX pool. Wow, isn't that crazy? So it's all going through here. Remember, all that volume is going through. It's earning fees in the V3 pool, and it's going to be burning TINC token, or it can be moved. 80% can be moved to allocate to other tokens as well. So there's a lot of leverages here in the Titan farm. It's not just earning the fees, but it's where it can allocate those fees, right? That's a big deal. So we're coming up. We're going to have TINC token earning soon. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me jump over here and let me just hide that. Let me pull up one of these other sheets here. And I'm just pulling something up. So let me have a look. I'm going to close that down actually. And let me go here. All right. So remember, it's titanfarms.win, titanfarms.win. Make sure you use the official links. Don't get scammed. No one's going to send you anything in particular. What's the Titan Farms website? Well, I posted it right at the top there. So let's have a look. That is, where did I post it there? Titan Farms. So bam. That is the Titan Farms there. You can actually pin that. I think I can. So that is pretty much that. So that is Titan Farms link. It's at the top of the chat almost. Having trouble with my browser for some reason, not opening up. Let me just close it down and hopefully it opens up again. Hope you guys are doing well up there. Have a cigar. Let me, I'm just kidding about cigars. I mean, they're cool looking for movies, but so that is the farms there. Hopefully that helps. Let's open up this again. Hopefully I'll won't have any issues there opening up stuff. So we're ticking it down. We are ticking it down, folks. We got 7 minutes to go till TINC token should be earned, and that's going to have a number of ramifications. Obviously, TINC's going to be launched. People are going to be earning in the LP. We're about to hit $5 million. We're going to make it in time. We've got a few minutes to go. We got 8 minutes to make $5 million in there to LP. Currently controlling 33.5% of all supported peers. Pretty amazing. And yeah, we've got some pretty cool results happening here. What have we got? 39% of DragonX TitanX is controlled by Titan Farms. 75% of DragonX Hydra. What else? 23% of the Vault TitanX is controlled by Titan Farms. 70% of the Rat ETH TitanX, and 57% of the Hyper TitanX. We are ticking it down. Only just over 6 minutes to go till TINC token is going to be existing. So kind of cool. Let me go here. Hopefully this is going to work now. Sometimes it plays up. That's the wrong one. Don't want that one. Titan Farms. We'll go here. Bam. Let me. I'm just going to see where it links there. Thanks for being patient. And bam, let's have a look. Yeah, I'll be able to see in real time now. Let's go to that one. And yep. All right, cool. So let's have a look here. All right, so pending rewards, we're waiting for those. So pending rewards, you can see is 0 across all the pools. So waiting for that to start off. Remember, there's 1 TINC token per second going to be earned in the pools, and of course, we're going to have other fees there once they get juicy enough. Going to be buying them, burning them off. Burn TINC here is over here. Current balance of TINC available for buy and burn, so that's going to be sitting there as well. We're waiting for that to launch. Pretty exciting. Very exciting indeed. Titan Farms. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty badass. The FOMO is real. Yeah, it is real. People just, honestly, people don't understand what's going on in this ecosystem. Now, obviously, we're not covering Pulsechain today. Now, Pulsechain is just having a bit of consolidation at the moment, but we're here covering TitanX on Ethereum. It is about to go ballistic, and yeah, we're enjoying it. Matt Token, my first choice for the bull run, says more money. Thanks for a shilling, but no shilling, please. Moderators, get in there. Get in there. All right. Yeah, that is the Titan Farms. That is the link there. Titan Farms there as well. Kind of cool. That is the link if you want to put some LP in the farms. Not bad. Now we are ticking up here. Let's do a refresh. And you can see the numbers. It looks like someone actually pulled some LP, didn't they? There. Well, the value changed. Something happened there. 33.47% of total supported peers are now in the controlled by Titan Farms or managed by Titan Farms. And we're ticking away. We have only got less than 5 minutes, 4 minutes to go until TINC token is in existence. Hail TINC token. Big shout out to Eric, of course, the founder of Titan Farms and DragonX. Big shout out to him. Very, very cool. And he's unwell at the moment, so we obviously wish him a speedy cover. God bless you and get well soon. And but we have his product. He's managed to get out of bed for a minute and get this on. Actually, he was out in the street. I saw him out in the street, so he's obviously trying to get himself up and around. So yeah, it's coming. It's counting down. We only got a minute or two, a couple minutes. There we go. 3 minutes to go almost. So it's coming up, and we'll see how we get on with the TINC earnings. What the TINC earnings going to be? Well, TINC earnings are still looking pretty good, but boy, the farm here. We hit $5 million, by the way. We just hit 5,061,000. So we're in 5 million before it goes live. We've only got 3 minutes to go, and the yields have come down. So DragonX Hydra yield, someone's gone there big time because that was up over 100%. Now it's 74%. Still the second best one now because Rapidly TitanX is 112. So that's kind of the play that we're going to see what it looks like when things start rocking and rolling. But yeah, woohoo, 80% now of the DragonX Hydra is controlled by the LP pool. Remember, there's not a lot of Hydra around. Most of it's been burned off, and the miners are coming out over the days ahead. So it's actually a pretty interesting pool to control. And of course, 39% of DragonX TitanX, pretty cool as well. We're up to 23% of Volt, 70% of TitanX, and 60% of Hyper TitanX. So there's the yields, corresponding yields. People are getting into them. Now we must be getting pretty close. $5.1 million in the pool. We've got 2 minutes to go until TINC token is in existence. There's currently 0, and it's about to be born like a brand new baby, a dragon baby. Is it a dragon baby? It is about to be born. What else? Brennan says someone pulled their LP before the TINC launch. Says Brennan. Indeed, from the looks of it. 5.1 million. Here we go. We're about to have some fun here. So we got less than 2 minutes, so it's ticking away, and we're at 1. Look at that, like LP coming in there. This really is jumping up here as well. How much will we have in the 24-hour period? That's the other question you got to ask for, right? Currently controlling 34%, so we could get up to potentially 15 million if you controlled everything, right? But let's say we get up to 7.5 to 10 million. What other LP peers are going to be added, right? That's the other question. We obviously, the more peers that can be added, the more of the percentage we can, the bigger the pools can get. So it's going to be fun to see. Will Helios be next? Let me know in the chat there what you think, which pool's going to be next in the added to these Titan farms. Obviously, TitanX ecosystem tokens will most likely first, but eventually they're going to go to non-TitanX ecosystem protocols and pull in all that LP as well. That's going to feed the buy and burn. See how this becomes a big monster. The other thing, of course, is that people are going to be earning the hyper-deflationary TINC token. While TitanX itself is going hyper-deflationary, this thing is about to explode. Here we go. Last minute, folks. We're counting it down until TINC token there is going to be earned on the protocol. It's going to have a number of things. Obviously, it's going to be tradable on Dex Screener. The TitanX TINC pool will be able to be a place where TINC goes, and so it's going to be very scarce. We've got buy and burn and pool in there. Come on, guys. It's crazy. This thing's about to go ballistic. And of course, it's hyper bullish for the TitanX ecosystem coming along at just the right time. A big shout out to Eric and Jake Sharp for that. Very, very cool stuff. It's great to be part of leading innovation in the world, isn't it? In crypto, We know how good crypto is anyway, but being in the frontier of it is pretty amazing. And on Ethereum, of course, second most valuable chain in the world. Pretty exciting. All right, we got 2 seconds. 1 second, bam. So technically, TINC token should be earnable now. So that's kind of cool. So we'll be looking out for that. Watch the supply of TINC token every second or so. We're going to refresh this. Obviously, we're hoping it lands on exactly on time. But let's see how we go. And let's see whether that all ticks off at the right time. All right, TINCs have been earning, so TINC is now live. I can confirm that now on my demo account, and it's looking good. So looking good. All right, so TINC is live. We should see the current supply of TINC go up as well as I guess people claim it. So it's going to be fun to see how fast that goes up. Now, also, what the price of TINC going to be? What the price of TINC going to be? That's going to be another one. Brennan says, and we're live. Yeah, we are live. Not nearly, we are live. It's definitely looking good there. And of course, we're going to expect some refresh here. Eventually, Eric will probably post a contract to the old TINC token there. And we may actually see the website added as well, potentially. So it could be pretty cool. Maybe the white paper as well. Maybe the add it on here. Farm smart contracts could be pretty cool. TINC contract there. So we're looking forward to that. So kind of cool. You got to be careful looking online, of course, because you never know you get a scam token, right? There we go, folks. Look, we got it. There is 0.11 TINC tokens in existence. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Exclude pending rewards. So we're already up to 0.11. Isn't that incredible? So yeah, it started, folks. It started. We got just under $5.2 million, controlling almost 35% of all supported peers liquidity provision. Amazing. We go to the burn page. Obviously, this has got the same header banner there, looking pretty good. And tinking away there. Yeah, so if you're in LP pools, you're earning pretty nice little TINC at the moment. Tinkity tink, like said the Irish. I was just tinking it that I was going to go and tink in the Titan farms. It's very wonderful. Anyway, enough of that. Let's move on. All right, sure, I could have done a better job. Brennan says, oh yeah, I see my TINC increase now. So TINC, Brennan seems to be farming on Titan Farms. Congratulations to you. And hey, look, we've covered the live launch of this, which is pretty cool. Look at that TINC up already, 1.83. We're starting to accrue there, looking pretty good. In fact, yeah, it seems to be earning pretty nice TINC, pretty nicely. Tinkity tink. And let's see if we get a refresh of the farm and see what we got out here. We're going to have a look. Look at that, woo, 2.79 TINC in existence. Pretty neat. That's going to go up pretty quickly, I would say. And of course, we're going to also check the farms here. Let's go here. So connect, you can actually, I think this is not quite up yet, but looks like you might be. You've got to actually claim your TINC though to enter this, right? But it is able, you are able to go into the TitanX farm now. So it does seem to be enabled. So this TINC farm does look like it's enabled now. Obviously, there's not much TINC in existence, but that would be a pretty high APR. It doesn't say what it is at the moment, but they're probably going to be pretty high. Token prices are misleading. The farm is new with no liquidity. So we're waiting for the LP farm, right? So the LP farm for TINC and TitanX to set up. So looking forward to that. I don't, I mean, you can search for it, but you've got to be careful searching contracts, right, without official contracts. So just to bide your time. No need to rush in too quickly on that. Yeah, nothing coming in there yet. So let's quickly go to Jake Sharp, see whether he's got anything posted. Normally that would be from yeah, to see what difference it makes in three. Yeah, we're below 57 trillion on the liquid supply of TitanX. Pretty cool. Just have a look at some of these. Yeah, looking good. So let's wait for that. We're going to wait for Eric there to post something. Just want to get the right contracts rather than any misleading contracts as well. People actually have to claim it, right? So people have to claim the farms. Look at that. Woohoo! TINC price there. It's got 180. I don't know if it's that high, but it is looking pretty good. So we've got current TINC price there. Let's do a refresh of this. Probably got some crazy numbers going across here at the moment. Let's have a look there. Yeah, so some silly numbers at the moment on this, but we're waiting for TINC supply 33.79. And yeah, we're waiting for that just to reset itself. Obviously, when it's probably gone through the roof. The TINC price is Brennan. Yeah, it's going pretty crazy. South says Brennan. Lol. Yeah, we're waiting for that to readjust. and we'll have a look. Now the burn there, obviously, I don't think anything's been burnt yet, so that's something else that will be of interest there. So we've got no burn total, but it looks like we have got some sort of price set up at the moment. We'll wait for that to adjust itself. We've got 2.3 million in the farms right now. Pretty crazy. The fees are going up too, as you noticed, and all the burns, the fees have been going up. So it's slowly climbing as well. Very, very excited there. I don't think we've got any contract on here. No, not that I can see. Socials is not up yet. So let's wait for the official contracts. I just, since I'm streaming, I don't want to pick up anything. I could go and search for something, but you never know. Right? Could be fake news. Fake news. I don't really want to stream fake news contracts. All right. So Brennan, if you do find the contract, let me know as well. 44.76, looking pretty good. We'll wait for the TINC price to have the proper price here. But people are earning in the farm there, looking pretty nice. If you're in the farm, I'm sure you're enjoying the rewards, or you will in due course once you get to claim them. Kind of cool. Now, obviously, if you're in a farm, you'll be able to see a button that says Manage Farm, and in that Manage Farm button, that will have the one of the options that you will have will be harvest. So you can harvest your TINC token, and you could go into you could take that TINC token and you could go into the LP pool. Now, obviously, it's going to be subject to ETH fees and things like that, but you're going to be able to do that. And then, of course, you're going to be able to. The other option you can do is withdraw your LP if you want to exit the farms. You can exit anytime. It's kind of cool. You won't be earning TINC token now. And then the other one is you can top up. The other button is top up. You can add more to the LP farm and earn even more TINC tokens. So very, very cool opportunity there. 5.3 million at the moment, currently controlling 35% of all the supported pairs. Remember, we're going to have more supported pairs in here at the moment. At the moment, we've got these 6, but it's going to be pretty exciting. All right, so I'm sure they're going to be doing some changes there. Hello says TINC CA at the bottom of the left of the website. Oh, has it been added? Oh, there it is there. So sorry about that. We have got it added. So let's go and add that. And I must have missed that one. So let's go have a look at the contract and paste that in. Thank you very much for that, Hellas. Appreciate that. Let's go to TitanX and bam, here we go. So this is the brand new price. Look at that. Hardly any trades on it. That's crazy. But, no real chart there. We've got a log, but what's happening there? No liquidity added as such. What do we got there? We've got some ads, a little bit there, 5,000 TitanX. What's that? A little bit of TINC, 0.05 TINC. And we've got a couple of buys here going on with the bots. Bots are just a menace. And then we've got some liquidity being added. So really adding the right way for the old price there. Currently, we've got $964 liquidity. It says 6.7 thousand in volume, $186. $186 billion is the price. That's pretty insane. So we're waiting for, price USD, price TitanX is 192.91 Q. Is that quintillion TitanX? So that's pretty crazy. And a price that says 95, 2 buys. So it's just early days. Pretty cool. No prices used. Quick and tell. Mintable. Yes, it says. We've got to give it a rocket there. So that is the price there. Looking pretty good. I'll post that in the chart there. Obviously, it's on the website. Kind of cool. Brennan says, I'm seeing a TINC contract launched on Dex Screener. Not verified yet, but looks like the right one. Yeah, we've got the one from the website. Alice says, sell. Yeah. Sell. Hope you're doing well, the dude. Hope you're doing well. All right, so that is the link there. We're obviously looking forward to Element 280. That's coming up. So that's the dude there. Alice in the chat. Big shout out. I did a great interview with the dude the other week. So check that out on the channel as well. That's the right one, says Brennan. Indeed. LP will stabilize after a few hours. Yeah. Obviously, we're minting out more. So Titan Farms there. Let's have a look. Let's refresh on the website. Get the latest and greatest. And of course, this is going very well. 45, I think, is now in existence. It's a new baby. It's a virus baby because it's creating heaps of them. But it's got a new techno there, and the price that will fix itself up. Pretty cool. And earning TINC there as well. Let's have a look there. Yeah, my demo account there earned some TINC, so it's going up pretty nicely. And of course, we'll wait for that price. Yeah. Maybe we should claim now and dump. No, I'm just kidding. So it's going to be fun. Really small there. Outsmarting the bots, right? That's what you want to do. Outsmart the bots. So the LP there, outsmarting the bots. Pretty crazy time. Oh, prices went down 99%. How about that? Liquidity, 2.7 million. This thing's going insane. Right, $7,200 of volume. And look at that, we just had that sell at, what count was that, E9? Yeah, E9 is selling down into that 0.1 TINC. Man, they sold it for $900. Wow, someone just sold that all down and the liquidity is gone. There we go. Someone was pretty smart with that. That was a pretty nice move. Someone just made $900, right? Brendan says APR on page is all over the shop at the moment. Yes, indeed. Alex says, thank you, sir. You're most welcome. We really appreciate it. You're doing some great things, and what a great person as well. So big shout out. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like we had some people selling their TINC, earning what they earn there, 6 cents. So this first person was very smart. Look at that. They managed to take out that liquidity, $973, and they also sold 481 there. So really smart move there from that account. That's the first mover's advantage. That the first one to do it, I guess, is the first one, because the rest of it was bought up by bots, wasn't it? From the looks of it. So yeah, really smart move. In fact, nice played there. If I'm interpreting that correctly, that's 1.5 billion TitanX they got out of that, with $1,300. All right, so that's going to come up later on. So expect that to improve. We've got 90 TINC token at the moment. Oh, looks like we've got a price here, 33 cents. So that's following through. Is that following through from there? Yeah, 33 cents now. That's going on there. That's going to move around a lot. Obviously, there's no LP in there. And despite the volume there, the sale price. So we'll have to wait till that sorts itself out with LP. Currently, supply of TINC 90 at the moment. Yeah, people are still earning. Yeah, pretty nice move. I wonder what Brendan thinks of that. Damn, I wasn't quick enough. Yeah, that one person was quick, eh? That was, they got their harvested the TINC. They saw the opportunity. That's smart money right there. And they deserve the money they got, right? They deserve the money they got. Very, very, very quick on that one. Now, obviously, I'm on live stream, so it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Even though I was looking away this way, it wasn't me that did it. All right, so what do we got going on here? Oh, we got $30 in there. What's going on here? So, because the price gets inflated, right? So, what do we got there? 18. Someone added, E here added 18 TINC and then just sold 18 TINC. And apparently, they made themselves, how'd they do that? There's hardly no TitanX in there, was there? So how much TitanX was in there? I pulled TitanX 16 million. So, they took the TitanX out there, did they? 16 in there. They had 4.2. They got out there, made a big profit. They did that though. Anyway, some bizarre things happening in that pool. What else there? Brennan says has data now. Yeah. Go to 5-minute charts. Let's go to 5 minutes. I've got the hourly, haven't I? Let's go 5 minutes. All right, let's go to the minute chart. That's the minute chart there. So we got the proper price is now 80 cents. Is it? It's going to be pretty interesting. Well, I don't know. It's not proper yet because we haven't really got much liquidity or anything in there. So we're going to have to wait till it sort of works itself out. 16 million TitanX and 18. So there's $14 and $15 respectively in the pool. So very, very tiny. Let's see how this evolves in the hours ahead. We do have 104.24 TINC tokens, apparently the 80 cents each. But there's no liquidity in there. So we're going to have to wait for that to flatten out. What else are we going to say about this? It's $5.4 million. We're still going up in the LP. Currently controlled 36%. Not bad as well. The APR at the moment, 524% at the current price. I guess the TINC. 174% on DragonX. DragonX there. 314% on Vault at the moment. 922% on TitanX. 404% on Hyper. Pretty interesting. Let's go to the burn there. The burn's ticking away there. That's kind of the starting burns. Once they get big enough, I guess only 37 cents. I don't imagine anyone's going to be using those at this stage until it gets a bit bigger. Yeah, so there we go. It's going to be interesting to see how quickly they're harvested. I don't know how the contract works with that. But it's going to be pretty interesting to see that when they're big enough to buy and burn. Look at that Hydra, man. Oh man, 1387. That's pretty amazing. So what this APR represents the estimated annual percentage return based on the current liquidity in the farm. It's calculated using the incentive tokens distributed to the farm divided by the total liquidity in US dollars. The APR can fluctuate based on token prices, liquidity levels, and farm activity. We got TINC token. This went from 80 cents to $2.70. We actually, is it actually? What do we got there? What's going on this chart here? So we got 39 million TitanX in there now. 17 or 25. So look how it's changing. 155 million, 25 TINC. So we got some things happening here. We got some additions. Look at this, some addings in here. probably from the Titan farms, actually. Maybe probably gone just through Titan farms. Have we actually got that in the Titan farms? Let's have a quick look. TINC farms, we got anything in there? Let's have a look here. Yeah, we've got $200 in there now. $200, 75 of 75. I don't know how that's working. 268%. I don't know. That's some pretty crazy stuff. I'm sure it's going to iron itself out soon. $5.88 is now the price. Is it? $5.88. Yeah. It says 80 cents. It's taking this time to catch up there. $299 liquidity. So we are starting pretty small. Now it's $20 worth of value in there. 25 TINC tokens. So it's slowly evolving. Slowly evolving there. And we now have TINC tokens. So you actually can harvest your TINC and go into TINC. And it's got some massive APR at the moment, it says, but obviously we have to wait till that sort of straightens itself out. So yeah, TINC tonk to TINC tonk. Let's see who else has jumped in here. I've got the we got Helios says sandwich attack on somebody. Use private RPCs. People don't post transactions to public meme pool. Absolutely. And Archie's in the house. Hi, all good to see Archie, the Don of Dons. That TitanX APR seems correct, says Brennan. Yeah, it's probably pretty high, right? I'm just going to see what a harvest is like. So you can actually harvest your TINC tokens if you're in a farm, and you can try and put them in there. Just trying to see what that would be. You're gonna need some TINC. You're gonna need some TitanX to go on with that though too. All right, so looks like it started off pretty high, doesn't it? Based on those numbers. $461 in there now, so it's slowly filling in there. TINC token 284 million, so it's slowly building up the pool. What else there? Yeah, 19%, so it's a pretty high yield on that too with the farm. 19% of the 1 TINC per second is going in there. And I think we go back to here again. Yeah, 1 TINC per second it says. TikTok away. All right, so it looks like we're up to $12.28 now on the price there. 12.7 million TitanX it reckons for one incentive. $18,000 in volume, 1K in liquidity now. $729 on each side of the pool. 500. We're just up to almost over half a billion TitanX in there now. So we're getting some pretty cool stuff there. Let's go log on that, auto that, and pull that down. So lots of weird stuff happening over there with the sandwich bot. What else there? I think that's it. The talking there. All right, $19.43 it reckons. The APR is coming down on that farm. We're down at 5,355,000. So I hope you're in that farm, Brennan. Did you get in that farm? Let me know. Right, I went silent for a minute. I'm not silent now. It's terrible when you go silent on live stream. I hardly ever do it, but I heard myself suddenly go silent when I was thinking about something. All right, so let us know, Brendan, what action you're doing. Have you managed to get into that TINC farm? Is it minting heaps of TINC? Slowly building up here. Now we should see on the TINC here, we should see a lot of ads, right? So people are adding in. We should see these ads adding in TINC. So someone added 7.95 and they added 160 million TitanX. This person added 3.95 TINC with 218. This one added in 2.93 with under 30 million. So you can sort of see people adding liquidity here, and it's going to dominate the pool, right? So Titan Farms will dominate the pool. It's currently estimating some massive thing that's going to sort itself out percentage-wise. Obviously not being over 100%, but yeah, that is it's going up all the time. The yield should come down. This APR should come down on that one too. We've got some bizarre here. Look at that, 51,000% on that. So we've got, obviously that price is up at $50 a TINC. It says at the moment. So I'm trying to keep track of all that. Pretty crazy. Brandon says working on it at the moment. Nice one. And Mr. Rock Jockey's in the house there. Pretty exciting on this launch here for Titan Farms. Kind of cool. Is anyone else streaming this? Surely someone else is streaming this launch, are they? With the TINC token, or is it just here? Are we just the only ones doing it? Surely there's some others. Crypto Audio is king or somebody like that. We got 1.85 TINC, 98 million tokens. So we're getting a mature market, right? Market's starting to mature. Very small still, $6,300 liquidity. But people adding their TINC token as they harvest that out of the farms over here, as they harvest out of there, they're able to go in and earn over there. So it's pretty cool. Kind of neat. Yes, sir. Pretty awesome. Now, what are they doing with the farms? Actually, they're doing a reasonable similar amounts. 14, half a TINC, tinkering away. 100 million TitanX for TINC in there. $95 worth, apparently. So people are adding. Let's quickly look at some of this. Kind of cool. Yeah, we're looking here, so I hope you guys are enjoying that. That is the price action. Let's go over to a lot of ads being added. Look at those ads. Liquidity moving around quite a bit though, as it sort of sorts itself out. How much have we got in the pool down there? 88 TINC and 2.29 billion TitanX. Man, things are changing pretty quickly. We can see the system working. People are adding their TINC. Have we got anything from Eric? Let's have a look. Has he added anything about this? No, nothing in there. So it's kind of cool. Titan Farms ticking away. Price moving around quite a bit. The APR is moving around quite a bit. So obviously getting in early on these farms is really, really good with the TINC. You're going to earn a lot of TINC-alicious tokens. It's doing some actions here. So yeah, get in those farms. They're ticking away. $6 million. We hit 6 million, right? But almost $6.1 million through an A3 TINC in existence. $24 a TINC apparently. So pretty cool. That's pretty good. Tinking away. We're tinking. All right. Let us know in the chat there if you've got into the farms. Let us know. Well, that is the link to the farms if you guys want to participate. Obviously, it's a big deal. All right, let's see what we've got here. What do we need for that? Okay. All right, let's have a look. Gonna do some stuff here. All right, let me know in the chat there if you guys are participating in that. That is what we've got happening at the moment. All right. Alrighty. Pick that up. All right, so it's at 6.1 million. So it seems to slow down there a little bit, like this, at least for the time being. We're going to watch that LP pool though. And let's switch that around. All right, so let's see. All right, so we're up to, we got 6.1 million. We got the TINC price there, up about $45 a TINC at the moment. So it's looking pretty tinkalicious. And we got the LP there, 7.3 billion TitanX. We've watched that grow. 172 TINC in there at the moment. It's moving around pretty severely. We've got people adding into the farm there, earning some nice little TINC rewards. So you can sort of see the yields pretty high to start off with. All the yields look pretty high based on the price where TINC is at the moment. Obviously, it's going to settle down, which is pretty crazy. So yeah. Let's have a look. So let's have a look here. All right. So the yields look pretty crazy. We've got 500 TINC in existence. Obviously, the burn is getting bigger as well. So the burn there is looking pretty good. What have we got there? All right. So how much we got in there? $240 in the DragonX, $57 in the Hydra, $300 in the Hyper, $7,800 in the TitanX, folks. Oh, it's starting to really look good, isn't it? Really starting to get nice there. They're all turned off at the moment, but those are all starting to fill up, right? Pretty exciting. Every 15 minutes, they're going to be able to be callable, which is going to be fun. So very exciting to see that. Now we've got the yields at the moment on these farms. TINC's coming down pretty fast, but you know, we've got the TINC price at $37, $34. The TINC yield APR in there at the moment in the farm is 1.6 million %. So apparently that's accurate. We've got 24,000% in APR on the Hydra there at the moment, given the price. Obviously, it's going to all settle down, but that is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. So the Gwei at the moment's been definitely come down, like 13 Gwei or 15 Gwei or something like that. Earlier today it was up at like 40 Gwei, so it's super high. Pretty crazy place to be. Let's see what other comments we've got in here. Excavator in house. Hey, again, good to see Excavator. Craig Pitt says I'll probably be doing DragonX, TitanX. Nice one there, Craig. Very cool. All right. Let us know what other farms you guys are going to get into. 6.1 million, 39% of the total supported token LP is now in there. Pretty cool. It's going to be fun to see how that all plays out. Yeah, the TINC's coming in pretty nicely. Looks like we got a price at the moment, $32, so still moving around pretty violently. And we may get people speculating on that too as people start earning that. What else are we going to say about this? APR is looking still pretty attractive. We've got the Vault one there, 12,000% it reckons, based on the current price. Obviously, APR there will move around with the depending on the prices, liquidity levels, and the farm activity. It's calculated using incentive tokens distributed to the farm, divided by the total liquidity in USD. That's going to be out at the moment on those. Let's look at the burns, like I say, ticking away there, tinking away. $7,800 in that burn and that pool, looking really nice, and slowly growing in the other pools. What's the Vault one there at the moment? The Vault's just on the farm, so that doesn't have it. So, fun times. Got a pretty nice little price to start off there, actually. Moving at an hour and a half on the live. I think we're going to wrap it up now. Do you guys want to wrap it up? Should we wrap it up? I think we might.
Tinking in the TINC token today. Oh, $50. They were moved to $50. What's some of the volumes here? We've got 17.5 billion in here. We've got 333 TINC in there. We're currently at $49, $50. Reckons there's 52 million TitanX per TINC. Something 1.8 million in volume. It's doing some crazy weird things, but that is the play. And of course, people adding into the farms, I guess, as well. So kind of cool. That's going to get bigger and bigger. So fun times ahead. Fun times ahead. All right, we're going to wrap it up there. That is pretty much the live launch, and it's going to continue to evolve in the old TINC token. And the Titan farms are a hugely successful launch. The man, the myth, the legend, RTR is in the house. Good to have RTR in the house there. And of course, looking forward to your project coming out, which can be pretty exciting. And yeah, what is that? That's not Prometheus. I say Prometheus because I keep thinking of Stargate, but Stargate Universe was it? What's the guy off the Matrix? Morpheus. Morpheus is coming. Yeah, Morpheus. I got it just in time. Just in time. Morpheus. Yeah. So Morpheus is coming to town. So big shout out to Rags. Looking forward to that. Very, very cool. So let's have a quick summary. $6.1 million here at the moment in the Titan farms. Looking pretty exciting. What else are we going to say about that? DragonX is 7,300%, 785. Now, obviously, TINC tokens just opened up, so people were piling into that. So that's pretty exciting. What their TINC, they have to harvest their TINC to get into that farm, right? So it's just opened up. Vault ticking away there, pretty awesome. Vault's doing amazing. So we're getting tons of volume through TitanX, through Vault, right? Those are the two big volume farms. They're being supplemented by DragonX, TitanX, Hyper and Hydra. So that those are complementing, but the big volumes coming through these Vault and TitanX farms at the moment. And of course, it's super duper, right? Incentive token is growing. The supply started at 0, now 600 plus. The burn there as well. Now, people do have to claim their tokens, right? They have to claim their tokens to show up here. So it doesn't include pending rewards. If you haven't claimed your TINC, it's not showing up here. There's only what's been claimed so far. There's only 645. The price at the moment, $50. Pretty friendly, and people are loving it. People love friendly prices. So you're going to see this price probably go down initially until we get the burn going, but you may see a lot of speculation as well. And of course, we've got nothing burned so far. You can see the burn TINC is 0. That will happen at some stage. Once these, I guess, are opened up to be called, they're going to fill them up first, probably. We can already see the current balance in here is almost $8,000 in the TitanX one. So they're slowly climbing. All right, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Very nice. All right. So let's jump over to here. I'm going to go into. I'm going to wrap up actually, but yeah, the price is 51. So keep a track on all these metrics. It's just started. It really is going to be pretty fun to see all this play out. We've got so many projects coming down the line. Look at this. AwesomeX, ORX, and Element 280 are coming this week as well. 3 of the big 3 DeFis, ORX, Element 280, and Titan Farms, of course, out today. This is major for TitanX. TitanX is going hyper deflationary. It's a big deal. We've got USDX coming down as well, a stable coin. And of course, we're going to have, you guys know it, we're going to have Morpheus coming. So that is coming as well from Rags. So pretty exciting stuff. Let's quickly look at the Titan supply before we leave. This is 56.6 trillion. This thing is going down super fast today. That's gone down from my accounts. About 3 trillion has gone down in liquid supply just today alone. Hyperdeflation in TitanX, you are not ready for what's coming. It is absolutely spectacular, and it's great to be here. Just like we were here with Hex, just like here with Pulsechain in the future. Pulsechain is going to do some pretty special things. But right now, TitanX is really doing some amazing stuff, and it's great to be able to cover innovative space, right? Very exciting. All right, take care, everybody. I'll catch you on the next one. At least we've documented the launch, right, in here. I've kind of documented it. It's kind of cool. All right, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. I will be in Discord after this, so if you want to continue the conversation, join up to Discord. It's only $5 a month to join up. If you want to join Strategy Club, that's $35 a month, and that's multi-chain. Really cool stuff, and everyone's crushing it in there, so it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, take care. Bye for now. See ya.